Chili, and I'd like to say welcome to my kitchen. I'm very excited to share a wonderful recipe with you today that is perfect when you're entertaining. You make a big pot of Philly chili. Everyone loves it. It's not too spicy, it's yummy, and little surprise, it's also very economical. You can do the entire pot of chili and a huge loaf of garlic bread for just about $2 per person. How about that? Alright, let's go over the ingredients real quickly before we start sauteing the onions. You're going to need 2 teaspoons each of onion powder, garlic powder, sweet paprika, and dried mustard, I almost forgot. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. There you go. That's it on the spices. 2 chopped onions, 4 slices of chopped bacon, 1 large can, that's about 30 ounces of crushed tomatoes, 3 large cans of your light pinto beans. I think they're 30 ounces each, but you can see by this big bowl that the 3 cans give you a lot of chili fixins. I've got about 2.5 pounds of ground beef here. Anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds will do it just fine. And we have 8 ounces of the original Philadelphia cream cheese that's going to give our chili a creamy, lovely, wonderful flavor. If you have, perchance, the whipped cream cheese, that works just as well. They both melt into your sauce absolutely perfectly. One thing I will say is hold back a little bit of the onion before you start sauteing, because you do want to have some to top the chili with when it's all done. Here we go, sauteing the onions and the bacon. You want to saute your onions until they are clear and the bacon until it is cooked. You're going to add your spice mixture next. You just pour it in and then stir it around. Then we add our ground beef. And what you're going to do is cook your ground beef until it is all browned. You want to have this cooked through before we go to the next step of adding our tomato sauce. This smells absolutely fantastic. The beef is browned, the onions are cooked, the spices are all mixed in, and it's a smell-orama. I wish you could be here sharing this in the kitchen with me. Right now I'm going to add the crushed tomatoes, and after that we're going to add the beans and then the Philly, and then we're just going to let this sit for a few minutes while it all steeps together and cooks, and we'll make some garlic bread while it's finishing on top of the stove. But let's get the tomato sauce mixed in. Oh, wow. What a fragrance. It just fills the whole kitchen. This wonderful aroma of tomatoes, ground beef, onions, garlic, some of my favorite things in the whole world. Yum. Oh, this is absolutely spectacular. All right. That's all mixed in very nicely, and I'm going to put the beans in now, and then we're going to add our Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, there's nothing like happy food. Food that you serve your guests when you know you're going to sit around and laugh and have a great old time. And as I said, this is a chili that pleases everyone. And you know, if your family really likes chili that's 3 alarm, you go right ahead and add more chili spices. That's absolutely fine. Now this pan, as big as it is about 3/4 of the way full. So this recipe is going to serve 12 very easily. 12 good eaters. All right, let me grab the Philly, and we're going to get that mixed in, and then we're going to let this sit on top of the stove for about 15 minutes, and then it'll be done. All right, now it's time to put in the secret and most special of all ingredients, our 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. Just going to put this in here and stir it in until it's all melted in. Oh, it's going to be so fantastic. Tomatoey, cheesy, ooh, with the ground beef, absolutely spectacular. And this Philly really is the total secret ingredient in this Philly chili. chili. Well, I guess since I call it Philly chili, it's not such a secret ingredient, but it really does add a dimension of flavor that you will not find in a chili like this that doesn't have it. So we're going to just stir this in until the Philly's all melted. Oh, it smells so good. And then we're going to turn the heat down and we're going to let this sit on top of the stove on low, so it's just simmering for about 15 minutes, and your chili flavors will have all mixed together, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. So while this is simmering, let's make some garlic bread to go along with it. All right, the chili is simmering away on top of the stove, so let's get the garlic bread ready. This is just so easy. What you do is you just take a big old loaf of bread. This happens to be a Cuban bread, but any bread that you have at the market that is really long and fresh, and not too soft, will work for garlic bread. Now I have taken about 3/4 of a cube of butter, and I have added half a teaspoon of garlic salt and a half a teaspoon of regular salt. We do want to have this a little bit on the spicy side, and we're just going to brush our loaves with our butter generously. We do like a lot of butter. If you're going to have garlic bread, you want to have garlic bread. It's not garlic bread without a nice amount of butter. Yum. And the combination of the chili and the garlic bread chunks is just absolutely fantastic. Your guests will absolutely love it. It's the kind of thing I like to serve this when my son Giuliano has friends over, or when my husband has buds over to watch the soccer game or the football games. It's a lovely thing to have, and it's kind of happy food, you know. Everybody has a big bowl of chili with onions and cheese on top and nice big chunks of garlic bread. So here we go. That's ready to go right into the oven. We'll just pop it on. I know they're too big, but that's okay. It gives me something to hold on to when I put them in. I'll be right back when I pull these out. All right, we're ready to get this going for my guests this evening. I've got about half of the chili here in this serving bowl. The other half is left on the stove to stay nice and warm for seconds. Now we're going to add a little bit more chopped onion to the top of the chili bowl, and a nice big dollop of the 4 cheese mixture. The rest of it we're going to leave on the table for everyone to dish up their own extras on top. So here we go. Philly chili, garlic bread, a nice beer, family, friends, and hopefully your team will win. So I can't wait to try this. Let me grab my bowl. Ooh, I can't wait. Here we go. The cheese, the onions, the red beans, the ground beef, the chili spices. Oh, fantastic. But you know what the star is of this entire dish? It's the Philadelphia cream cheese. Oh, what a treat that is when you take chili and you add Philly and you make Philly chili. Wow, fantastic. Philly chili, friends, family, and a win from your favorite sports team. That's a perfect day. I hope you dine well this evening. I'm Casey Coretti Lee. Bye now.